So this vineyard is located between Nickel and Opus on Highway 29, and it's a vineyard that I've been working on for a number of years. In fact, all vineyards that I make wine from I've been working with for more than 15 years. So this is another one of those examples. There's a couple of things about this wine. I don't make this wine in the historical big fat Napa Valley style. I try to make this more in a retro style. If you remember back to Inglenook and BV, they made wines at about 12% alcohol. I don't want to do that, but I certainly want to keep the wine close to 14. So usually this wine's about 13.8 to 14.2 alcohol. So even though it's from the big, powerful, block-busting region of Oakville, it's a wine that's elegant and juicy and jammy, and a wine that's going to live for a long time. I didn't add any water to the juice to lower the alcohol as many wineries do, and I didn't add any acidity. In fact, no fining or filtration, and all of my wines actually are vegan, including this one. So the second thing about this is it's a single vineyard. Most other Oakville Cabernets, including my neighbours of Nickel and Opus, blend across blocks, across vineyards, and sometimes even across varietals. This wine is 100% Cabernet, 100% from the Oakville Valley, so it's a true representation of the region. I'm going to talk a little bit about the 2013 Forefathers Lone Tree Cabernet. This is a vineyard I've been working on for more than 15 years. It is the northernmost vineyard that I work on in the Alexander Valley. In fact, I don't work on any vineyards north of Geyserville except for this one. And for those that know Alexander Valley, it's sort of an upside down Y shape. Geyserville is at the point of the Y, and then we head north, and on the east facing slopes, facing towards the east, we have this beautiful dry farmed Cabernet. So not only is it at 1200 feet, it's also dry farmed, so very small berry, and this is the blackest wine that I make as juice. The day I crush it, it's already black in the tank, and the wine doesn't change from there. The 2013 was the big vintage that Jim Lowby from the Wine Spectator wrote about as being the best vintage since 2007. I'm not sure if I'd say that, because 13, 14, 15 and 16 are all pretty much the same. 2012 of course was the Goldilocks vintage, but 13 is certainly a big, black and really interesting vintage, and this wine is no exception. So even though it's dry farmed, it's on a glacial soil, so we have good water holding capacity. We can get this grape through to perfect ripeness and perfect maturity, and one of the best examples of an Alexander Valley high mountain vineyard that you'll see. This is my favorite and best vineyard in the Alexander Valley. This comes from a little knoll that faces east, and east is important because we get cool morning sun rather than the afternoon heat. Secondly, it's on a glacial soil, so we have pretty good water holder capacity, so I don't have to irrigate it too much. And it's a vineyard that's over 30 years old now, and it has this unique way of setting its own balance. And when a vine's balanced, you get really small berries, and those smaller berries means we get more intense color, more intense tannin, and just this big, powerful black fruit wine that I know that you love. 2012 is also a really unique vintage. Would come out of the cooler vintages of 2010 and 2011. In 2012 is what we call the Goldilocks vintage. It was not too hot, not too cold, not too ripe, not too dry. Everything was just perfect, and we have a very limited amount of this wine left, and so I really hope you get a chance to try it and enjoy it.